There are a lot of crazy things we can argue about in a relationship. I'm not going to waste my time arguing about money. Who does this? Who spends what? What do you want to do? What do you want to kick in? I've always lived by the philosophy of I don't care what gets done, who does what, just as long as it gets done. Not wasting my time arguing about money. Money comes, money goes. It ain't like you can take it with you. So if you think I'm going to argue with you about money, you're sadly mistaken. Oh, don't worry. I'll explain all that later. Let's start the show.
Ever been left speechless by the ridiculousness of modern dating? Or maybe you're more old school. Yeah, like seriously, what were we thinking with those pickup lines in the 90s? This is I'll Explain All This Later, the podcast where we dissect the crazy world of relationships. From dating app disasters to in-law interventions, we'll cover it all. Now, some of our takes might be a little hot, but hey, that's what you get when you press play and tune in. We'll explain the logic behind it all, eventually. Anyway, let's dive in. Here are your hosts, Big Smash, Nira Muhammad, and Rose Gold.
I said that this season was going to be about just the host. I wasn't going to have no guest. I said that, right? Things change. You got to pivot. So for the remainder of these 4 episodes that you guys are going to get for this season, before we go ahead on and wind this down, we pivoting. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Big Smash, host of I'll Explain All This Later podcast. Tonight, I got a special guest in the building. Now, listen, and I want to give a full disclaimer when I say this. Okay? This host is on, that's coming through. Her show is nothing like this show. Even though you might hear some similarities and you might hear some Big Smash Light. Shout out to my boy Flan. Big Smash Light for sure, because it's only one of me, but if there was somebody else out here like me, it would be him on the knowledge tip. So shout out to my boy Flan. We got Miss, the one and only, the one woman, Miss Tera Michelle is in the building. What up?
Hi, that was the best introduction you've ever given me. And Flan is nothing like you, which is why I agreed to do a show with him. Thanks so much.
Yeah, all of that. All of that. I don't even pay attention to that. All right, so listen, right? On this show, because we really on point over here. We try to be. Tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen, very important episode of this is episode 7. This episode is called Financial Conflicts. The topic, money matters. All right. The scenario, you and your partner have different spending and saving habits, leading to frequent disagreements. Miss Tera Michelle, Tera. Talk to me. How do you address financial conflicts? What does that look like to you? And how does your spending and saving habits interact with your partner's spending and saving habits? It doesn't have to be current. It's just what do you think? What are your takes on spending and saving money and avoiding conflict about money in relationships?
For me, I was married for 11 years to someone who was terrible at finances, and that wreaked havoc on my credit score and a lot of stuff, and it took me a while to build my stuff back up. So for me in relationships, I think the best thing to do, whether you're married or whether you're not, is to keep your own bank account, and then you can have a joint account for bills and things like that if you want to. So for me, if you're the type of people, and I'm not talking 50-50 stuff, if you're the type of people who say, hey, I make this much a month, this is what I'm going to put towards bills, I make this much a month, or if you pick out the bills you're going to pay individually, long as you're doing that, I don't really care what you do with the rest of your money. I don't date people who are not financially responsible. If you don't have some financial literacy, I'm not even attracted to you. So this wouldn't be me, but I also would broach the subject of saying, hey, like I would also never date someone who gambles either, because I've seen that lifestyle. But let's talk about it. When it's a huge expense, like I'm not talking about a PlayStation or nothing like that. If you want to go out here and buy a new car, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to put you like upside down because you owe so much on your let's talk about the things that could put us in debt, that could end up pulling away your bill money from the household. But when it comes to your money, again, because you're going to be somebody who I know is responsible with their money, if you've already given me the bill money, the rest is yours. There's nothing to argue about.
Okay. So for me, here's the thing with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I argue over a lot of things. Like I said in the opening of this show, I argue over a lot of things when it comes to relationships. I will never argue over money. I feel like the first argument that we have over money, I look at you in a different light. Money comes, money goes. Why am I sitting here wasting time about money? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid to me because I don't care who does what as long as it gets done. I don't care about who pays the bills or who does this or whose turn is to put gas in the car. I don't care. We wasting too much time. Long as it gets done. We got gas in the car, right? Cool. Doesn't matter who did it. And the crazy thing about that is I feel like money should not get in the way of your relationship.
Oh, but it does.
It does. And it's scary that it does because it's like, yo, when I was married, we didn't argue about money. Yeah, I gambled. I'm in 50 something fantasy sports leagues year round. When we do buy-ins, it'd be like $100 and up. So
yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't win. I get close to winning the pot, but I don't win. And I think, you know, I had an argument with her when it was time to pay the light bill. The light bill got up to like $1,000 some dollars because of the gambling. I had to pay, you know, everybody, whoever won, I had to pay their money. So, you know, normally it was tough because all the bills and shit was done. Like, I was on that shit. That was the first argument that we had about money. And it bothered me to a sense, like, you got to remember my track record. Like,
no, I don't.
The bills is always paid.
No, I don't.
So
see, it's always the guilty person that want a mofo to overlook some stuff. That want a mofo to talk about what he did for the last 10 years. The reason we're going to argue about this or debate is simply because I want you to never do it again. Like, I'm not going to go nuclear, but I'm going to go, babe, so we got $1,000 bill here. You just had to pay $1,000 to all these random people for some stuff you know you're not good at. Clearly, you never win. So why you keep doing it? I'm not sure. See,
I feel like the argument should occur if the lights was off.
Are you kidding me? Murder occurs once the lights are out. Or forgive me. No, we need to be having the conversation before the lights are on. I promise you. I'm
just saying, if the lights are not off, what is the argument about? What are we arguing about?
The fact that I never want to look at my man and say, babe, this bill is $1,000 and I don't have it. And he go, well, I don't have it either because I just had to give it to 10. I had to give $100 to 10 other dudes because I lost to them. Okay, now you want to talk about somebody looking at somebody in a different light, baby? You just dropped down quite a few pegs.
If you get a bill for $1,000, don't even present it to me. Just go ahead on and pay it and get it out the way because we partners. We a unit. It doesn't matter.
If it was my bill to normally pay and it's normally $150, you better believe I'm coming to you for that $850. You better believe it.
I mean, come at me down the line. You know, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and do something out the kindness of your heart and pay it. And then, you know, complain.
See, I can't have to pick up the slack because of your gambling problem. This is where we enter into that. So whatever you do with your money, it can never interfere with the money that is supposed to go into the household.
True enough. All right. So look, common causes of financial conflict. All right. So listen, right? Different spending habits. One person might be a saver. One person might be a spender. If you have that going on in your dynamic, it will never work because I'm save. And you come through and you spend. And we always playing catch up. That's a problem.
Keep your money separate. Let them spend their own money and you save your own money that they don't have access to. It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
You need something from them a month. Hey, when you get paid, I need you to give me $250 a month for saving. You like to spend a lot, but I need this savings account to get help from you too.
So you're giving them an allowance?
No. I mean, like, okay, let's say I'm the spender because we see my perfume collection. So clearly I do spend, but I never play full price. So don't play with me. But let's say my man comes to me and says, look, I'm putting away $1,000 in savings every month. And I don't, I want to see you putting something in here too. I want this to be our joint savings account. I give him $250 to put into the savings account. He leaves me alone. I don't think it should ever be just one person saving.
It's still y'all joint account though.
Some people do joint account, some don't.
I'm saying like y'all, you still have access to it. So
right, but the rule is we don't touch this. This is our vacation money, our rainy day money, we need a new roof money. Like everybody knows not to go into it. And I don't have any addictions that would cause me to go break into the savings account. I'm not breaking into it, but go into the savings account because I just got to have something. I make my own money. I take care of myself.
The second common cause of financial conflicts is, because I got notes, conflicting financial goals. I might be trying to buy a house. You might be trying to travel. We got to figure this out.
And you should be figuring that out. People need to start having these kinds of conversations before they commit to each other. Okay, I'm dating with intention. What are you doing? I'm dating with intention. I want to get married. I want to get married. I don't want any more kids. Neither do I. Those conversations happen ahead of time. So once you get into this relationship, you should know we're saving for a house. And she can say, hey, well, I like to travel too, so we got to figure that out too. So now you know what you're doing. We're going to put this much money away for a house, and we're going to put this much money away for a vacation. Maybe we can't go on vacation 3 times a year, but we'll definitely make sure we do 1 2-week vacation a year. Compromise, communication. That's an easy fix.
Hold on. She better be lucky with 1 weekend vacation per year, because I got all these damn kids in this house.
That's true.
Ain't no going on no weekend vacation every other week or once a month. The hell no, baby. When these kids get older and we 50, then yeah, we could do it like that. But right now,
so I would never be with you, because I don't play them type of games. So I travel anywhere in between 4 to 6 weeks a year. Weeks, baby, not weekends. I'm gone. So I'll be out the country. Like, I'm not doing none of that.
You want to travel, pick up a basketball and dribble.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. The kids need to see the world. So you can hop in to rent a van or something to drive to Florida or something like that. It don't have to cost a lot, but you need to travel.
Cool. I'm on it. The next common cause is a financial conflict: unequal income.
Ooh.
Unequal income. Differences in earning potential can lead to resentment and power imbalances.
Facts.
Yeah, because now it becomes I do all of this and you don't do much of this, and I put this in this account and you didn't put that in. Oh yeah, I ain't got time for that. I swear to God. Listen, I promise you got one time to argue with me about money and everything different. We cool every other area but money. All right. When we go out, you paying for your own shit. When we buying shit for the house, you buying your own shit, because I don't do the petty shit about money. This is why, listen, I've never dealt with a female that made more money than me, and I don't plan on it. And the reason
I've never dealt with a man that made more than me.
See,
I've always been the breadwinner. And again, these are the conversations you have when you're first dating. You have to say, are you as a woman, I have to ask a man, are you comfortable with the fact that I make more money than you? I don't play that game. I'm not coming to you talking about, well, I make more money than you, so you my bitch. No, I don't do anything crazy like that. But the thing is, I need to know his ego and his pride are going to be okay with this.
See, I'm not against a woman making more money than me. I'm not against that. I said I've never encountered it, but I'm not against that. You know why? Because I want to be a stedman. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a stedman one day.
Well, I ain't getting tricked off on, but I do like to take care of mine.
Like, who wouldn't want to live the life of stedman? Like, I would, goddamn it. The bill is on her. She's paying for it.
The only time it becomes an issue, in all honesty, if he's happy there. I would like for my dude to be striving to be the breadwinner, to make the most. Because men are supposed to be the ones who provide and protect and all that good stuff. So if he becomes complacent or thinks he's going to be my stedman, he going to be a stay-at-home nothing, because ain't no kid, no young babies in the house for him to need to be a stay-at-home dad. But I think you have those conversations and you are sure to uplift each other and never make that a thing. You can never weaponize that, women. We just cannot do it. That's never okay.
Again, I'm not hard pressed over money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I had to balance, because I'm a pretty good saver. Like, I will sit down at the beginning of the month and know that we're trying to reach a goal. I will plan that out ahead of time. I hate last minute panic. So I've already got it in my mind. All right, this check, I can pick up as many hours as I want in my job because I'm the boss. I can budget out my money pretty well. But then it's like when you budget shit, here come more shit. Oh, you forgot about me this month. Okay, cool. You ain't paid the internet bill last month. Cool. I doubled up on your ass this month. Come holler at me. I got 8 credit cards, and they all just be taking turns with me every other day. Like, yeah, you got to pay this. Woo. So I'm a good budgeter. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about income. I mean, if it's all
you got 8 credit cards, talking about you a good budgeter. I don't know about all that.
I'll see. I got different purposes for each card. Like I'm fiscally responsible for.
Are you paying them all off, the balance in full every month?
Yes, the reason being because I hate interest.
I know
I
that's
hate
right.
all that shit. I
Okay.
hate all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, I couple of them I only use if I really, really need to. So, and I got my credit and shit up. That's why I was able to get so many goddamn cars because my shit
Me
was
too,
terrible.
because of what my ex-husband did. This is also a fun fact for anyone who's watching and you don't know. Even if you're separated from someone, if you are still legally married to them, whatever they run up on a credit report, whatever they put their name on, if you're married to them when they do it, if they don't pay it and it goes into delinquency, they're going to put it on your credit score too. It's going to go on your credit report too. So get that divorce real quick.
Yep. Shout out to all the divorced people out here. Salute.
Best thing I ever did.
Not happy about it, but
I'm ecstatic about it.
All right, the next one, debt. You just got done talking about this. Existing debt, whether individual or shared, can cause stress and conflict. Man, listen, when I tell you that I thank God that I have not had to inherit anyone's debt, but it's not a fun place to be at. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in a relationship where debt mounted, gambling and all that shit. It mounted his ugly head, but we made it through. And I think that's what's important when you have two hustlers. See, I like to deal with a hustler, somebody that's going to get out there and get it with me by any means necessary. I'm talking, if I'm out here selling hot dogs, she pouring the mustard in the mayo.
You need to have a career for me. I'm selling hot dogs. I wish listen, I'm too grown for that, baby. I'm just not going to attach myself to that. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not selling no hot dogs with you, though. I promise you that. No.
It's just temporary.
I think I would rather just post on YouTube every day and make that money and let you not have to do that. Like, we gonna hustle, but we ain't selling hot dogs. I can't think of a worse explanation or example anybody could have ever given in this world.
Yeah,
I'd rather you just go out here and be a prostitute selling hot dogs. What is you talking about?
I'm a hustler. Listen, my days, I did whatever I could to feed these kids. I was out here selling loose squares, condoms, CD DVDs, Italian beefs, blunts, beer. Man, whatever I could sell, I was going to sell it because at the end of the day, these kids don't hear excuses. All right, straight up. Listen,
you should have been selling your sperm instead of shooting up people's clothes.
I thought about that too. That's my knowledge. We got to hustle. We got to grind. We got to pull through. So I feel like two heads put together, man, we going to get this money any means necessary. Your debt is my debt. My debt is your debt, but we ain't going to make this a habit of creating debt.
Exactly. Again, conversations. Don't get into relationships with people who have terrible credit scores and a whole bunch of debt. Because to be honest, if you don't have your credit score or your debt to income ratio together, you shouldn't even be trying to date nobody. Why would you want to become a burden to somebody? Get your life together first.
Yep. I say that shit all the time. Don't come in with your debt. Don't come in with your problems off back. My rent is $1,000 in a month overdue. Baby, I don't know what to tell you. I don't live there.
And you just start dating somebody too. You ought to be shamed.
I don't live there. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. And you get kicked out. You for damn sure can't come stay with me. Don't use me as a way to come up. Nah. Fuck that. Nope. You know how chicks, they come to your house and they do it extra good, and then all of a sudden they stay in there for days and weeks at a time. It's because they trying to earn their position in your house. They already scoping it out. Now we ain't doing that. And the last one, this is a big one for me. Past financial traumas. Okay. Previous negative experience with money can shape attitudes and behaviors. Yes, it can. Okay. I've dealt with a lot of broke women in my life that made me go into a position where I never wanted to deal with a broke woman ever again.
Again, as you shouldn't. Again, she shouldn't be trying to date anybody until she has gotten her finances stabilized.
Yeah. And that's how it goes. Like, and men, like, if I'm not stable, I ain't got no job, I ain't got no money, I ain't got my own place, I'm not finna come look for no woman.
Right. Because what do you have to offer her other than if you think you good in the bed? And that again, and women, we got to stop accepting that. Matter of fact, you shouldn't be sleeping with a dude who is just destitute.
It is definitely some homosexuals out here
that
have earned their position just off what they slinging in the bed. I was that at 17, 18. I could definitely talk my way and walk my way and stroke my way into.
It is incredible to me that there's a terminology for that. Homosexual has got to be the most infuriating thing I have heard. That's crazy.
All right. Now, the impact of financial conflict, increased tension and arguments. We arguing every single day. We into it.
So
And
what y'all into it for though? Here's the thing. So I can understand if something happens and you weren't expecting it. Once you had that first conversation, debate, heated little spat, why would you be arguing every day? There's nothing you can do in that 20. If neither one of you have the money, you've already argued the one time. Why are we continuing to argue about it every
because
day?
when you broke, it gets frustrating. I gotta look at you every day. You the reason why we ain't got no money around this bitch. I'll be upset too. But now,
I guess.
here's some of the arguments that I experienced. That I was taking money out the house and what they call tricking off. Okay, that's a way to start an argument.
Why would you ever do that?
So when your partner,
so you're taking money out of your household to cheat. I'm trying to figure out how you're still breathing, though.
I'm gonna explain all that later. That was just an example. But what I'm saying is, when your partner feels like you're taking money out the house for frivolous things, that is a reason to argue and be into it, because we're over here struggling and you over here living your best life, going to the bar, going to parties, going out of town, going on trips, doing sipping paints with your girls. That shit will piss a motherfucker off. If a man has to go to work and he works 48 hours a week and he's working and he's grinding, or a woman, and all of a sudden his partner is spending the money faster than it's coming in, hell yeah, I'm gonna be frustrated.
This is how you fix that. I'm gonna say it again. Separate bank accounts, collect from your partner the agreed upon amount for the bills and the savings, and whatever they do with what's left over has nothing to do with you. And if you find that you're with someone who is that financially irresponsible, they don't get access to the savings account. That would just be stupid on your part. But again, if they cannot get their act together when it comes to the finances, that's the end of that relationship. I mean, I'm just not for staying with people when it's run its course or when it doesn't work. Nice. I can understand if people are putting in the work to get better. If you're showing me you're getting better, I'm there. But if I'm telling you we can barely make ends meet and you still gambling, we can barely make ends meet and you still want to go out and floss with your friends, well, go right on ahead, but don't come back here.
Resentment and bitterness. I don't trust you with the money no more.
There you go.
Experience has already shown me I can't trust you. I'm cool. I never place no money in your hand. I got it. Oh, we need this. I got it.
And here's what I don't understand about that. When you know that you've messed up, like I've messed up in relationships before, and someone has called me out and said, this is what you did. This is what I'm not going to put up with. I don't have a problem being humbled. I don't have a problem going, okay, this is where you don't trust me yet anymore. So I'm going to continue to show you that I can be trustworthy. If it took me 6 months to make you not trust me, might take me a year to make you trust me. But if you mess up, be willing to fix it. If somebody comes and says, well, you can't handle the money no more, don't be going, I'm grown. You deserve that decision. You deserve to have that right and privilege taken from you. Eat that because you did it and then work your way back into good graces. Stop playing.
Facts. And I think that's the scary part too, like, because now it starts to boil over into other areas of the relationship. Decreased intimacy and communication, trust issues, and lower overall relationship satisfaction.
Absolutely.
Because now we struggling. I don't like struggling.
Yeah.
And I know I work my ass off and I don't like struggling. So now the bills are due. Can't afford to do other shit because bills are due. And, now we ain't fucking because I don't want to fuck now. Like, I'm not in the mood to fuck because at the end of the day, I still got bills to pay. We still struggling. I still got needs. And now, fucking ain't going to decrease those bills. So I think it gets to the point where we got to have a talk.
Yeah.
We got to have a talk. We got to have an open and honest communication. We got to talk about money openly and honestly. You got to be ready to hear you spending too much, or I got to be ready to hear I'm spending too much. All right. And then we got to come out with a budget and focus on how to fix that, because at the end of the day, we'll be arguing every week. So we got to fix that. You know what I'm saying? We got to create a joint financial plan that outlines goals and priorities. What's important, what's really kind of important, and what's not important at all. There's 3 tiers to that. Beginning, middle, end. We got to figure that out 100%. We got to do
and do those pros and cons. Why are we in this situation? What are we good at financially, and where are we messing up at, and who is doing it? And then figure out, because listen, if you say, look, I got to have this new whatever, I got to have a new pair of J's every paycheck, then you need to go get a second job to make back the money you spending on the J's. There's options here. It depends on how bad you really want that. But we can't go in the hole because your materialistic fetishes and desires. And if you are the type of person who's okay with struggling, and because you like materialistic things, again, it's time to have a conversation about whether or not y'all are evenly yoked. And it just might be time to let that person go.
One pair of J's is 4 shoes in my house. 4 pairs of shoes in my house. I wish the fuck I would. It ain't that serious.
Yeah, we got to live within our means, I think, and then save up enough to be able to move and educate yourself or gain that work experience and get those promotions. And you just stay within your means, especially with what's going on in the world right now. We don't know what's about to happen with this election and what's going to happen after it, depending on who wins. So I think we really need to be trying to make sure that we are financially responsible, just in case. Stock up on your toilet paper and your bottled water, people.
I just want to say we all fucked. Either option is bad.
Listen, like, I'm saying it might be time to start looking at some other countries, y'all.
It's like choosing between meth and crack. Like either way, you're fucked.
Yes.
Budgeting. Y'all need to sit down and come up with a budget.
Yes.
Best thing I can tell you, and sort it out and stick to the budget. It's cool to just come on, okay, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. No, you gotta stick to that shit. You gotta stick to it. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get easier each month because now you're starting to see, okay, we got extra money now. We putting it in, and both parties have to contribute to this budget. I am not the only person. You won't be the only person. As much as I want to be a Stedman, I'm still a man at the end of the day. I'm not letting no woman take care of me. Now, if a woman decides she wants to get rich and famous and retire me, yes, you could do that. But,
absolutely.
I feel like, we both got to put into it. We both got to be transparent with our financial decisions. All right, I brought this big 80-inch ass TV. I know it's going to set us back right now, but if I pick up a couple of hours at work, I'll be able to do this, and do that. So yeah, you got to be open. You can't hide money. You can't save money for a rainy day, ladies.
Yes, you can, ladies, as long as the money that you're saving for a rainy day is yours.
We call that leave him money. All right, you got your money put off. You waiting till he fuck up, and then yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, we need to. And men, you should do it too. There's nowhere that's written in the rules where it says only a woman could have a rainy day fund. Dudes, if you know she tripping and you feel like you got to make a clean break, because she'll be quick to put you out. Women love to put them in out. Make sure you got your rainy day fund. Show her what it's like for real.
All right. So here's some tips. I got some tips for y'all. Have an open and honest conversation. Discuss financial goals, your values, and concerns openly. No judgment. Identify shared financial objectives, such as saving for a house, retirement, vacations, houses, weddings, whatever. Sit down together and talk about it. Acknowledge and respect different spending habits. I'm fiscally responsible, so me spending $10,000 on the wedding probably ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Okay, I ain't never getting married again. But just saying, if I had the choice between a house and a big ass wedding, I'm picking a house every single time. You're crazy if you think otherwise.
If I had to choose between a really big wedding and a really great long honeymoon, I'm going with the honeymoon. The wedding is really for the other people. It's for the other people.
But I'd rather have a house when we get back to living.
Now, see, yeah, exactly. But I'm not even, the house is coming before. Come on. Now, this is foolishness. But I will go back to what you just said when you said acknowledge and respect the spending habits of others. I do not have to respect if you out here being a fool. I will acknowledge it. But if you're doing some stuff that's gonna hurt us, I don't have to respect the motherfucking thing. I can tell you that's not gonna work. Make your choice.
As my needs are my needs too. Just because they're not important to you, don't mean they ain't important to me.
No. Your needs are different. But if you are gambling, that's not a need, and I will leave you.
That's my fun. That's my enjoyment. That's my life.
This is the only thing. This is the only thing. It cannot set us back. If it is not money, if it is not spending money that you have, if you're taking from bill money, food money, baby needs shoes money, hey, better go pick up another job. That's all I'm saying. Pick up a part-time job and gamble that.
If we going through that, then I feel like if I fall off, you should have me.
If you fell off because you was gambling, I promise you. See, you're not going to play with these women while I'm up here today. So what I'm telling you is if you fall off because you lost your job and it had nothing to do with anything you did, if you got hurt, you got injured, you couldn't work, that's fine. But if you tell my baby, I'm out here gambling and I lose every single time, I need you to have me, I'm going to have you on the street is where I'm telling you I'm going to have you.
You're supposed to pick up the slack.
Oh,
my God. I get you when this big gamble hit.
You're going to be single and homeless. I just want you to know that.
All right, so look, allocate funds. All right, assign percentage of dollar amounts to each expense category based on priorities. So Your rent is important. Your light bill
Yeah,
is
it is. What
important.
the fuck?
Your internet bill is important because Lord knows if the internet off and you got kids, they ready to fight you. Okay. I swear. My 5 and 6 year old give me the flux every day. As soon as the internet ain't working, they act like it's the end of the world. So yeah, got to pay that bill. But frivolous things like going to the club and all that shit, that's last at the list. So make sure you know
Who's still doing that at your age, buddy? You pretty old. Why y'all still going to the club?
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm in my prime right now. I'm 38, feeling like 25, man. I'm in my prime right now. If you make a budget, review it every so often, just to make sure nothing's changed. No new kids in the house. No new kids are coming. You got to make sure. It's okay to get a financial advisor if you suck at it. If you suck at budgeting, hire somebody to do it for you. That's what they get.
Or
paid
go to your
for.
bank and utilize some of the free options at your bank. Because if you suck at budgeting, clearly you can't afford to hire a financial advisor.
Why not?
Lord, because you got a gambling problem, and they're going to go to financial advisor money.
All right. Always be sure to track where your money coming in and out. Check your shit regularly because
for real, because people be hijacking these cards and they go out and spend little small amounts and you'll never know.
Yeah. I just had a situation where they took $225 from me, my bank, from a transaction that happened 2 months ago that I had money to cover. And now all of a sudden I look at my account, you are negative 220. I'm like, whoa. I had to go back and do my own research because they want to act stupid. So banks be acting stupid and they credited my account because they be acting stupid. So I needed all my shit. I wasn't going to let that shit go. So yes, definitely. If you could do the under your mattress tactic, that works. Have a safe in your house, that works. You don't necessarily have to use these banks. All right. So, if you want to see where your money is at, get you an in-house safe. I got one. So shit, use that shit. Ain't shit in it, but I got one.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I got one. Better to have one and not need it.
Not needed than need it and I have it. So, correct.
Yeah. I just want to say, put your needs over your wants. You don't need that wig. You don't need that perfume. You don't need that cologne.
Hey, ho.
You don't need that stuff.
Ho. And if you do need it, because I do understand that perfume is a need. It's a need right up there with water, food, and shelter.
I have a question.
Then make sure you make enough money to be able to get it.
How much you think you spend a year on perfume?
We're not doing that.
Huh?
We're not doing that.
At this point, you should be out there creating your own shit because this shit ridiculous.
I've had offers to do that. I just didn't
like out here making these people rich.
The deal.
How much?
Well, I will say this. The most I've ever spent in a year was $8,000. But in the last couple of years,
you crazy. Oh yeah. Okay.
But listen, now that I'm monetized, now that I have contracts, I have deals with companies, 95% of the perfume that I get is free now. And I'm making money off of the videos. So that was then, this is now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you done lost your damn mind. We definitely put you on a budget. I can tell you right now, 8 bands. Oh yeah, you going on a budget.
But repeat this, not a drop of credit card debt, no afterpay debt, none of that. Pay for in full, because I don't play the type of games. If I don't have it, I'm not getting it.
Don't be afraid to put your partner on an allowance straight up, because that's freaking ridiculous. Okay? If you're an alky, I'm taking away your drinking budget. It's gonna be very limited. If you're a weed head, I'm taking away your
alky in years.
Okay. If I'm a gambler, take away my gambling, cut down my leagues. God damn it. Anything that's gonna make us work, I'm willing to do, because I believe that what I have with you is more important than gambling. Even though I love gambling, I love fantasy sports, but if it's worth it, you're worth it. Hell yeah. I'll slow down on gambling. I'll drop 2 leagues for you right now. Okay. That's an extra $200 we saving right now. You have to take that in stride and run with it, because it's okay to put your people on a financial punishment. Like, no, you're not fiscally responsible and it's dragging us down. I'm gonna put freeze on this spending.
Absolutely.
And if you my partner and you believe that I'm here to do what's best for you, then you will thank me later.
Absolutely.
Straight up. I'm big on this, the 50-30-20 rule. I love that shit. And I'll tell you what that is. 50% of income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. Okay? Helps you out.
I would switch it. I would say 20 to wants and 30% to savings, me personally.
Okay. Either way, 50-30-20. It's all the same no matter how you spend it. You can put 50 to savings if you want to. Long as the shit gets done, I don't care. I said that in the beginning. So yeah, this is where the explanation comes in. I don't care. Okay. I'm old school to the fullest. Long as I got a roof over my head and hot water and the kids is good, you good, I'm good. Have a ball. Spend away. But make sure we good first before you do that though.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to be sitting in the dark with candles and shit. Okay.
Especially not when it's hot.
Some people have developed the envelope system. Okay. They use physical envelopes to track their spending.
Yeah, no, that's prehistoric and old. I don't have time.
Assign every dollar a job, ensuring no money is left unaccounted for.
See, this is for truly broke people. And I'm not saying it as a dig, but I'm not doing that. I got a daughter in college who constantly calling me to my mama, can you cash out me this? The kids need this, that, and the third for private school. Like, again, put your savings away, pay your bills, and then know how much you got left and what, and it's do with it what you will until you know you've run too low. Give every dollar a twist.
Hi, it's me. I have a lot of children, so I'm one of the broke people that she's talking about. So yeah, you can take these notes for the middle and the broke people and all that. Because
I don't think that you're broke. I don't think that you're broke. When I think broke, I'm talking about people who literally are living in like. I'm going to be quiet because this is not going to go. It's not going to go well.
Like her, and you can spend $8,000 on colognes and perfumes and shit. Then hey, these tips are gonna help you.
I was young and reckless.
Relationship in order because don't nobody want to be with a broke person.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I will listen. Quickest way to get me to leave you alone is to tell me that you can't help me with these bills. You can't help me in a jam. You can't help me until next week. And listen, here's another thing that bothers me. If we're in a relationship, you don't owe me and I don't owe you. I'm not borrowing shit. Yeah, I'm not coming to my woman. Yeah, let me borrow $100 till next week. The fuck hey, listen, you got $100? Oh, okay, cool. Because I ain't hitting them with let me borrow this. No, and don't expect, if I do say that, please don't hound me down to pay you back.
I'm gonna hound you down. Don't ask me if you can borrow it. Because I'm a lover of words. Watch what you ask. Also, if we're in a relationship, you're gonna pay me back. Now, if we're married, you don't have to. If we're like what you love to say, if you ain't married, you single. So if all we are is in a relationship, you're gonna pay my money back, or you're gonna be missing a body part. That's all I got.
I'm gonna pay you back in penis. Because
see, that's exactly why I said you're gonna be missing the body part. Y'all just think too highly of yourselves, I swear.
I'm just saying, I'm not paying you back. Shit, we together.
Nah, that's not how that works.
Shit, I'm sorry. I'm not paying you shit back. And I
would never give you anything.
I don't expect you to pay me back. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be talking about, can I borrow $500? And I'll be like, can I borrow $25? So no, you don't want to have to pay me back my $500. And you bet not mention that $25 I got from you. If I want them to watch
$500, I'm gonna pay it back in increments. It don't matter. You're gonna get it back. You might not get $500 in your hand off top, but in different installments, you will get $500 back. I'll make sure of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because at the end of the day, shit, it's probably my money anyway. So shit.
Like such a typical male.
I'm just saying, like, man, we partners, we work together. I want to get this financial shit in order. Stop overspending. And if you are overspending, find out ways to not overspend. Like, I'm cheap as fuck when it comes to bills. All right. These kids get up in the daytime and cut on lights. Man, if y'all don't, I come right behind their ass. Click them bitches off. Like, is you crazy? They want to go in the bathroom in the morning and take showers before school. No. Take a shower in the dark, goddammit. You'll be all right. It's just you don't need to see
outrageous. What is wrong with you? Something wrong with you.
I'm fiscally responsible. Okay. I'm Mr. Krabs, the daddy from Everybody Hates Chris, all in one. I'm cheap as fuck when it comes to certain shit. Don't judge me, goddammit. Repay your debt.
After this nigga just said he wasn't repaying, I cannot with you. You should see. You gotta learn the order
I'm
in
not
which you
talking
gonna say
about
these things.
to people. I'm talking about to them people.
Mm.
Car loans, bank loans,
Yeah,
pay
we
them
don't want no
loans,
repossessions and
all that shit.
bankruptcies.
Pay them people. Your lady is gonna be your lady. Your man is gonna be your man. Them car dealerships are not gonna be your car dealerships if you don't pay them people. Pay them people, okay? Because I ain't carrying your debt. I'm sorry. I love you. But as soon as they come talking about, well, your wife owes blah, 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 blah. Habla no the English. La, 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 huh? What? Real quick.
You don't pronounce the H, just so you know it's habla. I just
I
in
don't care.
case you care, you know.
And listen, man, look, I mean, some of this stuff might work for you, but at the end of the day, find out what works for you and go with that. You know what I'm saying? That's your partner. Y'all shouldn't be arguing over fucking money. Because if one of y'all drop dead right now, I can guarantee they ain't gonna take that money with them. I'm just saying. So there you have it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tera. Tera, nice to see that you still know Big Smash, man.
I do. I have
Crazy.
missed Big Smash.
You people just, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all get this YouTube money and y'all get these new podcasts and y'all just forget about the little people who been there.
I
You know
can
what I'm
never
saying?
forget about my friend Smash.
Shit is crazy. But listen, man, you have some words of wisdom to spread on to the good people as we depart after this beautiful episode. See, I can be nice sometimes.
Yes. I would just say I think everybody needs to get rid of the ego, get rid of the pride, humble yourselves. Be willing to look internally at the things that you need to change about you. Be willing to listen to understand when your partner is talking to you and keep those lines of effective communication open. Not just communicating for the sake of talking, but effective communication where you're listening, you're understanding, you're coming up with ways to solve the issue, and you're moving on, growing, and thriving together. I'm trying to see specifically Black love win.
I'm all about seeing Black love win. We shouldn't break up over no money. It's just money.
Yeah.
It's just money. That's it.
Unless you're gambling, then you out of there.
Okay. My words of advice, listen, is to have those tough conversations. You got to have them. Regardless if you want to or not, you got to have them. And if we are partners, married, relationship, been together long term, our goal is to see each other get better. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in stopping any woman from doing the things that she wants to do. As long as it doesn't become too much of a load for me, have a ball. I don't care. Spend $8,000 on cologne and perfume and all that other shit. I don't give a damn. Just as long as your end of this financial arrangement is taken care of, have a ball. All right, y'all. I just want to shout out to my first guest, the first guest we ever had on this show, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for coming.
Thank you. I feel special.
On the very next episode of All Explain All This Later, we're going to talk about jealousy and insecurity. All right. Overcoming jealousy and overcoming insecurity. I love this shit. I've been waiting on this shit. So y'all get ready for that.
My podcast is called One Man and One Woman, the podcast. We are available on all streaming platforms and good pods and YouTube, all that great stuff. You can also find me on YouTube as Opinionated Scents. If you can see the fragrance behind me, you can tell I do this perfume thing. So, yep, that's where you can find me.
All right, so listen, right? Y'all know what it is with us. We on all platforms. All right. The recap. We recap these episodes with the fellas. Shout out to my boy Style. Shout out to my boy DC every Monday night. So y'all gonna hear a recap of this from the fellas' point of view. And we do this every Monday. Shout out to them. Also, I got some other stuff in the works coming soon. I got a new sports podcast on the way. This season is winding down.
Are you doing that with Flan? That would be amazing.
Flan don't like talking sports with me. Flan can't have a conversation with me more than 10 minutes. I figured that out about Flan.
We should have him guest appear sometimes. He is such a sports like guru. I love to listen to him talk about sports.
I have been missing on Opulence Radio the last month or so. I've been trying to get everything together, but I have been loading up on episodes, and we're going to get ready to spin the block on that really, really soon.
Good for you.
And, shout out to everybody that support us, man. Like, this is a whole new journey for me. I'm excited about the season finale, which is 3 episodes away. So y'all get ready for this because it's gonna really, really pick up in these next couple episodes, man. Shout out to everybody that listens, that leaves a comment and support and drops a note for me in my inbox. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my boy Rodis for always giving me gems. And, shout out to the One Man, One Woman podcast. I be hearing y'all trying to be like me, man. I hear it. I love it. I'm just waiting on my guest appearance. Like,
because you won't stop lying, you will never be on the show. That's what I'm telling you right now. Not happening.
Man, listen, I appreciate everybody out here that supports us, man. Y'all know, this has been a really different journey for me. Shout out to my co-hosts, Miss Rose and Miss Nera. All right, y'all. So y'all get ready for this next episode, Jealousy and Insecurity. Only one person really knows how to talk about this shit, and that's me. So get ready. Y'all already know what it is, man. I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate you for taking your time out on this Friday to come holler at us. So, man, until next time, y'all already know what it is. See ya.
Thanks for listening to I'll Explain All This Later. Please like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And join us again next time for more outlandish takes on relationships and the dating life.